Hi, I'm Dick. This video is to continue the introduction of temporary data table, and I'm going to use the example I developed in episode 2.2 and episode 3.1. This is also the episode of 3.2 of Stream 1. Recall that in the previous session, I have ever used all selected and all except. Well, actually, they can be interchangeable, depends on what input you place inside the bracket. Now, let's give an official definition of all selected function and all accept function. Now, for all selected, it is respecting all slicer selection while removing all filters inside the visual, like table visual and matrix. All except, it removes all slicers and filters while keeping slicers or filter as specified inside the function. Well, it is your own preference as long as the readers can understand and how to use this function. Okay, let's continue to use the example developed from episode 3.1. Here, I'm going to do two matrices. And the first matrix is to do the maximum sales product, minimum sales quantity by month, which is subject to the selection of city slicer. And the other one is to do a month by month statistics. Again, the maximum sales city, maximum sales quantity of the respective city, and also the minimum. But that matrix is subject to the selection of product slicer. So you may be aware that, okay, now we only need the year slicer, city slicer, and product slicer. All right. So I'm going to create a new report page. I call it max min statistics. Okay. And then now for this year slicer, I am going to replicate this. So there is a sync slicer option. When I click on this checkbox, and then it will synchronize and also replicate this slicer to max min statistics report page. So you see here. All right. So it can save a lot of our effort. At the same time, I also do this for the city slicer, but this time I don't want the synchronize of the selection. I don't want the synchronize of the selection. I just want it the slicer appearance in here, and I'm going to change the format. Okay, and actually recall that we are going to have two additional two slicer. One is city and the other is product. However, in Power BI, if the city slicer and product slicer come from the single data table sales quantity, then the product slicer and city slicer will be affected to each other. I repeat, if city slicer and product slicer are both come from the same data table sales quantity, then your selection in city slicer will affect the product slicer and vice versa. So it is not what we want, because at the very beginning, and I say we are going to do two matrices, and it is month by month. And for the city statistics, we want to group all the product, not select the product. Same for the product statistics. We want to show the city maximum, minimum with the selected product. Okay, so in this case, we need to create the slicer which is independent to each other for city and product. Therefore, I need to create a separate data table for city and for product. All right, and I am going to do the city first. Modeling. And I use the city list equal to distinct sales QTY city. And then here, the field should change to city slicer. Okay, so when I do the selection here, it will not affect the sales quantity. Okay, let's create the measure table. This time I call it product statistics, because all the sales quantity appear here is to sum up all the product sales. All right, the first measure is the product PTL quantity, sum X filter sales quantity. The city should be anyone in the selection of the city slicer. Now, remember, this city slicer is from the city list, not from sales quantity. Okay, so I use values to sort out those selected cities. Okay. All right, and I put it into the values. Do some housekeeping. Delete the column 1. Okay, and then format this figure. How do we know that this figure is correct? So easy. Let's copy the data of sales QTY. And then do the data filter. Now, month 1. So we filter for month 1. For the city, you remember ABE. Okay, and then we do the subtotal. Line 40462. All right, bingo. It is correct. 40462. Okay. The second measure we are going to create is to sort out the product name with a maximum sales quantity. Okay, new measure. Again, start from product max. Okay, we apply the same technique we did before in episode 2.2 and 3.1. All right, M table equal to add columns, distinct, select columns, sales QTY, and X product. All right, X QTY. Some X, a little bit tricky, huh? Bear with me a second. Sometimes I will also have that kind of issue. I forgot to insert the function name before I refer to the table or the table column. It's okay. Power BI will remind you of that. All right. Must be in that selected cities. And product. All right. Product equal to earlier because we are already in the which table? The temporary data table with the column X product. Now we are already in that product, inside that product, but we are going to create one column and then we are fill in every single row of column X QTY. So we need to apply the earlier. Okay, and QTY. All right. All right. Then we are going to sort out the maximum quantity. TM, TTL, X QTY. With the maximum quantity, we can use it to match with the maximum quantity row and then extract the product name. Return. X QTY equal to M QTY and then X product. All right. Let's see. Another one is the maximum quantity. Okay, I use the whole formula, whole set of formula. I add QTY. And this part, we no longer need this part. Return. All right, the maximum quantity return. 13200. Let's double check. Now, city ABE are selected. And for month 1, okay, we go back to the main page. Month 1, ABE 13200, model 5. 13200, model 5. Check another one. See, May, model Z, 12948. May, 12948, model Z. Bingo. All right. Then we need to add a percentage about the maximum quantity of that product over the total product sales. All right. So it's max product max QTY over product ETL QTY. Product max QTY divided by product ETL QTY. I'm sorry. I put the measure in the wrong measure table. So how do I correct it? It's okay. Now go to the model view. Sometimes we do have that kind of issue and then it's easy to correct. Now select go to relationship view, model view, and then click on the measure you want to relocate. And then here, the home table, then you can choose product statistics. It will move to the product statistics. Okay. This will be percentage and 1 decimal place. Let me make it wider. Okay. And smaller here. Okay. And then I put it in here. All right. Then the next thing is whether the row in the grand total are correct. Okay, whether they are correct. First of all, I need to make sure this one is correct. The total quantity is easy. We go back to the Excel and then just choose the city ABC, ABE, and then month all selected 1 to 8. All right. Select all 1 to 8. Now 349076. 349076. Bingo. That means no issue. All right. And then we need to re-examine the formula, the product max formula, whether it is correct. Okay. Now, It's good to revisit the logic of calculation of the DAX formula. As long as you fully understand the logic behind, you can create the measure or calculate the column successfully all the time. All right. Now, here in the creation of timetable, we don't specify the month. I don't specify the month. Now, because first of all, the month is from the sales quantity X month. All right. And then in this sales quantity, now when the Power BI look through the sales quantity table, is one by one. All right. So here it assumes that month one is selected. Month one is selected. And then the city is also selected, just ABE. So this this data table, sales QTY, already have two criteria. First, month one is selected. City A, B, E are selected. And then product. Okay, product is a little bit tricky. Now, we are already in the table of here, this temporary table. Now, this temporary table has one column, all right, X product. And then we add another column, X QTY. Now, we are going to fill in the product sales quantity in every row. Now, every row means every product. So, for example, it's model 1. If it is model 1 in the row 1. So, here, we will sum up the sales quantity for in month 1 because it's still in month 1. Because this measure, the bigger loop is under the month. The bigger loop, or the most outside loop is on the month. And then the inside loop is based on the product. So, it will sum up the product sales, product by product. And this is assumed month 1. And then product 1, or model 1. We do the summation. And then we fill into this temporary data table. All right. So after complete this line of command, then you can imagine you already have a temporary table with two columns. The first column is X product. The second column is the sales quantity summation. Subject to first, the month is 1. The city is city ABE. And then the product is the product specified in the row 1 of this temporary table. Okay, once all the table product sales is filled, in this temporary table, we sort out the maximum quantity. Okay, now under this logic, when Power BI in the outside loop, that means the month 1 to 8, and finally in the grand total, the month is empty. The month is empty. Now remember, in Power BI, if there is a slicer, you did not select any option. What does Power BI assume? It assumes that all the options are selected. What do you mean by all options are selected? That means month 1 to 8 are all selected. So that means in this temporary table, when you look to the total, no month selected. That means all months selected. These sum X are sum up the year-to-date sales quantity of a particular product. And then there is a long list, two columns of this temporary table. And all the single row is the add up total, the year-to-date add up total of the sales quantity of a particular product. And then we choose the maximum year-to-date quantity. And then match the maximum year-to-date quantity to sort out the product. So this one is correct. All right, this one is correct. All right, the next step is to copy all this measure of maximum sales quantity to minimum sales quantity. So easy. Okay, this one. Create a new measure. Select the max and then press the Ctrl Shift plus L and type MIN. Done. Copy. Click new measure. Select MAX. Press Ctrl Shift L. MIN. And then here. Same. Max. MIN. Alright. So let's put all this measure into the matrix. Okay, do some cosmetics. We do not need to show the product here. Okay, and then little bit more, right? The column header. boldface. Oh, this should be percentage. Okay, the column header should be right aligned, and then the title should be left. We better add a separator and a new measure. This one, use a spade. And once again here. Oh, the minimum quantity. Okay. And then the next two measure is the range. Mean maximum minus mean. And then the max over mean. Alright? So the product QTY range equal to product max QTY minus product mean QTY. Product max over mean. Okay. Okay, let's delete the product. Okay, here it would be good to add the visual title. So let's see, the title. How do we call it? All products, product sales. And then the subtitle. Filtered by year and cities. Text, we put white. And then here, boldface, then center. All right. Okay, then the next matrix visual is similar, but this time instead of subject to the selection of cities, this time we change it to products. So first of all, we need to create a product list data table. Okay, product list distinct product of sales quantity. All right, and then now the most effective way is to copy and paste, and we change it to product. All right, here because the list is longer for product, I need to do one more thing. All right, this would be good, better. Now, cities is here, and then products is here. Okay, and I need to differentiate the product sales from the city sales. So the best way is to use the color for differentiation. So here it is a background color is blue, and then font color is white, and then this one I should do the same. Font color, header, and then background. A little bit bigger. Okay. So that when the people look at this product sales corresponding to the cities here. All right. And yeah, again, I like to copy and paste. But this time, for this visual, I should delete the values. Month is okay here. Month is okay. And the color, I should change the color. Let's change it to brown. And this one, we do the same. Background. Brown. Bigger. All right, bigger. So this one corresponding to this one corresponding to this one. And then the title, let me change it, is city sales. Filtered by the subtitle. Year and orders. Okay. All right, and I need to create the measure table. For this time, I call it cities statistics. City statistics. Same. The best way is to copy and paste from the product statistics to city statistics. In Power BI, we cannot do the measure copy. I mean, from one measure table to another measure table, we need to do it one by one. There is no batch copy. I know there's some other external tools they can do it, but this course, I'm not going to do that. I just want you to practice, use the existing Power BI facility. All right. So first of all, the product total quantity. Now this time, the city statistic, new measure, product, change it to city, and then here, change it to product. All right. Now this is the city total quantity. Now all city. Okay, let me choose some product first. Model 1, Model 2, Model 3. Okay. Let's place the city total. Same. How do we prove that it is correct? Easy. Check it against the Excel data file. All right, we see we don't have the city filter. And okay, month 1 to 8, we have the model. We have the model filter 1 to 3. Model filter 1 to 3. 932712. 932712. Bingo. That means correct. We don't need to bother with this. Okay. Then what are we going to do? Just copy the measure one by one now. All right. We have the city total. Then we should do from the max. Oh, no. To the wrong measure table. Are we doing the right thing? I mean, for this mask or batch replacement, we need to be very careful if city can replace all the product. Now, first of all, here, now the sales quantity, right? We are going to sort out the city. All right, city, and then here, city is okay, city is okay, but this one is not okay. I'm sorry. I need to be very careful when I press enter. So let me do it again. All right, replace the product with city. Okay, and here, now because this is related to the slicer. Now this slicer is product, so I need to replace it with product. Now I cannot do the batch replacement because it will not allow. It will cause incorrect formula. So this is product. Okay. You tell me that I'm wrong because the table name is not right. Okay. How about this one? All right, bingo. Bingo. This time, let's move it and see if it is correct. Wow. Now, we are going to do the verification later. All right, let's complete all the copy and paste. Okay, now city max, then city max quantity from the product max quantity. All right, we are getting more familiar. So this one, product. This one, product. This, product. This, product. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Why? Because here, now we do the wrong replacement. Now this should be city. Now that's why I say we need to be very careful. Otherwise, it will need to incorrect calculation of formula. Now you remember. Now the product is subject to the selection of the product list. All right, and then the city is equal to the earlier X city here. Well, this should be matched. This should be matched and consistent. All right, so that's why I say sometimes the convenience will need to add that issue. All right, okay. Then max QTY divided by total QTY. Max QTY divided by total QTY. Product. Control Shift plus L and change it to city. All right, let's do everything. All right, product min. Product min. City min. Here should be product. Here should be product. Here should be product. Now this time we will not repeat our mistake and change this. No, we won't. Okay, easy. Sit product min quantity. Product min quantity. replace the product with city and press one time of escape. Don't press too much. And then we change the city to product. Product. All right. Any more? Let me see, huh? Mean. Oh, one more. Oh, with city, huh? Okay. And then the city quantity range. City. And port. Oh. I make the same mistake. It's a good lesson, huh? Sometimes I also did the did the wrong assignment of measure to wrong table. All right, city quantity range. Right, we move it to city statistics. Okay, I'm human. It's normal to make some mistake. Okay, all right, and then I fill in the measure to the matrix column. The matrix value. The next one is okay. This should be the format. No, percentage. Okay, and then add a separator. What's wrong? Let me see, huh? It's okay. All right, then mean product. City mean quantity, and city mean divided by total quantity. Well, too small, huh? So to me, I don't expect that it is 0, but let us double check later. Okay, and then separator. Well, the city quantity range and maps over mean. All right, and we are going to do the arithmetic. A little bit time consuming, but I thought it's worth to do it. Okay. It looks that the length is okay. Okay. Well, actually, they are the same. They represent the same report format. We need to double check if we miss anything. Oh, quantity range. Come on. All right. And then the maximum divided by the minimum, it should be 1 decimal place. Okay. Then we need to double check whether the figure is correct. All right. Okay. Month 1, model 1 to 3 are selected. And then this city selection is low impact on this report. So just focus on model 1 to 3. And then the maximum quantity and the city should be city G. Now here we cannot counter check because this is focused on the model, right? This is not the city. Maybe we should create a report page that is based on city as the x-axis. I leave it to you. All right. So we just do a fast checking. All right. The max quantity, 16125. Well, 123. All right. Model 1. Now, model 1 to 3, and then is city G. Model 1 to 3. Model 1 to 3. City G. 154. Oh, 16125. 16125. Okay. So you may wonder whether it is the maximum quantity. So, okay. It's good exercise. Then I need to verify it in Excel. Alright, obviously, CTG is the maximum sales quantity of model 123, 16125. 16125. Alright, I leave it to you to do the full double checking. Of course, I will attach all the file I'm using, including this Power BI, in the video comment. Alright, so you can do it by yourself, and then you can use my data set to do more exercise. For example, like this, I say, well, this is a chart with an x-axis, the model. So you can do it, use the city name as the x-axis and do it by yourself. Okay, I hope this video is helpful to you. If you like it, please subscribe and click the like button. Thanks. Happy PBI journey.